it's your girl J Kane, and welcome to Daily Dose, the show where we talk about the hottest topics in K-pop. Where today, Big Bass back. All right. On April 22nd, father of EXO member Tao shocked EXO everywhere when he released a letter he wrote expressing his desire from Tao to withdraw from EXO. The main reason he cited for this desire was the amount of injuries Tao has racked up during his time with EXO, and the fact that SM wasn't really making sure these injuries were tended to as well as they could. His father expressing that the neglect was so bad that some of these injuries might actually result in long-term side effects to his health. One other thing that kind of stood out to me was the fact that his father says at one point SM was going to give Tao a situation similar to Lay, where he'd have people managing specifically his Chinese activities, but somehow that ended up falling through. Now, what confused me the most at that time was like what that all meant. Yes, Tao's father was saying that he would really like Tao to leave EXO, but in my opinion, at the end of the day, it should be up to Tao, right? So like I was kind of just waiting on, Tao to speak up and say something, but before that happened, SM kind of expressed their feelings towards his situation, stating that they had been in the midst of discussing Tao's Chinese activities and his future with Tao and his father. So they're kind of, disappointed that Tao's father would just go around and publish something like this. So at that point, I was like, okay, it's still in discussion. But all of a sudden, in an interview, Tao's father reveals that apparently Tao has agreed to leave EXO. So I was just like, what is going on? Since then, it's kind of in chaos. EXO member Xiumin has deleted his Instagram account, while member Lay has deleted all the pictures off his Instagram account. Bullying rumors among members have surfaced, and a lot of people have been wondering if this means that they're finally going to just disband EXO together and just promote as EXO, like an OT9 type of thing. Now, before I get into any of this, the first thing I want to say is, Tao, what are you doing? And this isn't me questioning why he's leaving, because at this point I feel like it's still up in the air, but it's more of a why aren't you speaking up? I mean, ever since the news broke, people have actually been suspecting that this whole his father wants to leave is just a ploy, and Tao's decision to leave was actually made a while ago, but him and his father decided to announce it this way as to avoid the backlash that Chris and Luhan got when they left, because people will probably have more sympathy for him if they think he's only leaving because his father wants him to. Now, I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I really don't think the fact that he's keeping silence is really smart. If you're really leaving, fine, but at least let your fans know what's going on. I mean, yes, I get it, like his father has said these words, his father wouldn't just go on a limb and lie like this, but like, his fans aren't his father's fans, they're his fans, so they have to hear from him what's going on no matter what his father says. And I feel like if he just made like a clarity, like, oh, I'm discussing or blah 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 blah, it would just put like a lot of people at ease. I hope that if this is goodbye, he can at least give his fans a proper one in the form of some type of statement. Now, there's actually a lot of things that I want to talk about regarding this situation, but if I put them all in this video, it'd probably be 35 days long. So if you want to see my full discussion on Tao and what's going on with that, please click here. It's a little secret video and you can get your EXO fill there. Moving on. So this is a bit of a word for you VIPs out there. Y'all need to come and gather your faves because they're rude and I'm fed up with their shenanigans, okay? On April 16th, Big Bang, who has confirmed to be making their long-awaited comeback in May, released a trailer/teaser for said comeback. And they basically snatched what little edges I had left on my weak scalp. Like, let me tell you, this trailer teaser thing was super high quality. Like, they looked like they were straight out of Ocean's Ship's Top. Like, for real, I literally passed out multiple times during this trailer. I don't think you understand. Like, GD's sideburns, Lord Taeyong and his sexy, greasy hair. Help me! Sungri's blonde hair, which at first I admit that I kind of clown him on, but like, after a while, I have to admit, he looks fine. Another one bites the dust! Daesung doesn't even need vision. He has transcended sight, my friends. Bangs of an angel. And Todd, how dare you? How dare you look this fine? How is that fair? Like, I'm so excited. I've been fangirling so much this week. Now, what's really cool is that more details have been released on the comeback. It turns out that fan speculation that they will be releasing something new each month was right, as it was revealed that they'll be having a new project at the start of each month, leading up to the release of their album in September. So I just freaking love this, because it's really like, after 3 years of waiting, they just were like, here, you want it? Here, you're there, here you go. You wanted it, you said you wanted it, there you go. And just thinking of how creative Big Bang is individually and how they must have like grown past these 3 years, I'm just so excited to see what they have to come and what kind of projects these projects will be. Now, what's really rude is that we have 5 months of Big Bang music coming at us this summer leading into fall, and I just have to say, literally, what is everyone else supposed to be doing? Big Bang? Huh? Who's gonna release music when Big Bang has a comeback? Rude. That's why I'm telling you, VIPs, you need to gather your faves, because they're doing the most right now. So everything's going to kick off May 1st when they release their double title tracks, Loser and Bebe. Top. What did I tell you about writing songs about a relationship? Stop. People don't need to know. Keep it on the high side. So I'm super excited and I can't wait for Big Bang to bless us. Amen. So last but not least, EXID. This news is kind of old, but I really wanted to talk about it, so I'm going to. They recently made a comeback with their long-awaited follow-up to We Are It, We Are It. Oh yeah. Now, and I hate to say this, but musically, Oh Yeah is basically a carbon copy of Up Down, from like the kind of like the, I don't know what it's called, the trumpet, the repetitive trumpet, to like the kind of structure of the song. It's very similar that they were trying to recreate We Are or Up and Down. Now, I'm not saying that I don't like the song, because of course Up and Down was catchy, so something that's exactly like it is going to be catchy. But I'm more like disappointed that they chose to do this, you know, this got us famous, so let's keep going this way route. I mean, one of the things that I loved about EXID is that not only was their music always on point, but it was always something new and fresh. So I'm just kind of disappointed that they decided to take the safe route by basically creating Up and Down 2.0, which I think is weird, because like, I don't think you can ever top the impact of what made you popular. So by doing it, I feel like they kind of set themselves up to have a song that's not as epic or as game-changing as Up and Down, even if it's decently received. But I kind of feel for them, because I get it. I get why they would, you know, want to try to recreate the Up and Down success. While they're a trending group, they have yet to solidify a really solid fan base that no matter what they release, people will buy it. So they really can't afford to like be experimental, I guess. Not only that, but like with this next follow-up to Up and Down, it kind of is a make or break for them, because this is either going to put them in the one-hit wonder category with the likes of people like Crayon Pop, or somebody who had a hit and went on to flourish like Girls' Day or Sistar or SNSD. So it's like you just don't want to make the wrong move. And if you know that even if it won't be like a huge hit, if you create something that's similar to Up and Down, people will take to it. I mean, why not, I guess? But I just hope this is just a one-time thing and it doesn't become a situation like, say, Super Junior, who after Sorry Sorry, all their songs kind of sounded really similar to Sorry Sorry. And I'm like calling out Super Junior, but honestly, it happens a lot in K-pop where like because one thing kind of works for somebody, they keep doing it. But again, I think that usually is the situation with people with not big fan bases. Because for example, when SNSD got popular off of G, instead of keeping the cute concept, they kind of switched to like a cool, sexy concept with Tell Me Your Wish. But at the same time, they had like a really big fan base that would probably have liked whatever they released, so they didn't have to play it safe so much. But I just really hope that this is just a one-time thing with making like the carbon copy of Up and Down, and that was just to kind of dissipate all the pressure that, you know, Ellie and the rest of the girls would get with a single that had to follow up Up and Down. And you know, in the years to come, we'll see like the variety that we saw previous to Up and Down. So that's my opinion on these topics. But guys, as always, what's yours? What do you think about EXO's Tao's leaving? Do you really think he's leaving? Would you like him to speak up and give a statement? And what do you think EXO will be like if they become OT9, especially for Lay, who's like the last Chinese member. Are you excited for Big Bang's comeback? What type of things do you think they have in store? And also, what do you think about this promotional strategy they're doing? Because releasing a new project each month, that's crazy and like unheard of in the K-pop world. So I'm really interested to see how that pans out, but I want to know what you guys think. And last but not least, what do you think of EXID's Oh Yeah? Oh Yeah. But yeah, what do you think of Oh Yeah? Are you kind of disappointed that it sounds so similar to Up and Down? And do you think this means that essentially EXID might be one-hit wonders? Sure to let me know down below. Also, on May 9th, I will be performing at the International House of Philadelphia. Yes, for their gala, 54th gala event. The gala topic or theme is Korea. So I guess they saw me at K-pop BlipsCon and they asked me to perform there too. So if any of you guys are gonna be in Philly, make sure to come check it out. More details down below. That's it for me, and see you next time on Daily Dose. Bye! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, I like sing that song when I'm walking in like to class. I have my earphones in, I'm like singing that song. And you know, if you've heard the song in the beginning, they're like, where do you live? Do you live alone? So like just imagine me quietly whispering that to myself. Like I looked crazy. Like one time somebody turned around and they were so concerned. It was funny.